G'day guys, Dave from 4x4 Brothers here. In this video we're going to do something a little different. We're going to compare the new 72 litre National Lunar fridge that I've just brought versus my old 60 litre combi. So this is the fridge freezer combo. So it has the freezer section and then also the fridge. So it can be used as fridge, freezer or fridge and freezer. This National Lunar is dual zone, so same deal with this, can be used as fridge freezer or all fridge. I guess we'll start off with storage size first. The National Lunar is 72 litres overall, 38 litre freezer, 34 litre fridge. Now the one on the left hand side is the one they say you should always keep just a few degrees colder than the right. So if you were using it all as a fridge, just whatever you want to be a little bit colder, your milk, your meat, your beer, all that sort of stuff, just put in your left and then have it a couple of degrees cooler. The Engel is called the 60 litre combi, but actually is only 57 litres of storage space. It's a 32 litre fridge with a 25 litre freezer. So quite a noticeable amount of storage space difference there. Another thing straight away from looking at it, what you'd notice, twin lid. So this is completely separated the compartments. So there's your lid for your fridge, which also 3 baskets. So if you had something on the bottom, it's so easy to get to because you take out the whole basket rather than taking out the food. And that's the freezer, where you gain 2 large baskets. The Engel, only one single lid where you get to both areas. That's the lid for the freezer, sits on top, 2 baskets. Weight wise, the Engel tips the scales at 34 kilos, National Lunar 35, so only 1 kilo difference in it, but a huge amount more storage space. You got the ripple stainless steel finish, 2 large handles on the outside. The Engel, it's hard to see the cover here, but it's a steel finish, steel lid. The inside, sort of like a, I don't know what you'd call it, like a poly finish. Now, temperature control. On the Engel, you get a dial. I'll show you this closer in a second. And a digital display. What you do there is set your temperature for your freezer, cools the freezer, and then the air passes through the divider and then cools down your fridge. Now that there is the reason I've upgraded. I actually wanted a bit more control and better temperature settings than what this offers. I found it fluctuates quite a bit also. 1 minute the fridge could be 2 degrees, next minute it could be up to 6. I guess that's all because it's all passing through the freezer. So if you open the fridge once or twice, it must take that little bit longer to register the difference in temperature if the lid's still on the freezer, and hence take that while to cool down. Never had an issue, never been sick or anything like that from it. So that regards, it's no problem, but I just wanted more control. The National Lunar here, 2 completely separate temperatures. You can set your freezer to -18 and then you can have your control and set your fridge to 2 degrees if you want. Also, it has a turbo button for cooling down. So on initial startup, if you want to get it cold quick, hit the turbo button and then it will bring the temperature down a lot quicker. Price wise, there's a bit in the price. The Engel retail is $18.49. The National Lunar retail is $27.90. So there's about $940 difference there. This is retail, so this is just going off the website, so you will find different prices online if you shop around. Okay, so on the 12 volt side, both come with different methods of plugging in. The National Lunar uses a Merit style plug. Quite a good seal when you plug it in, it's very firm, whereas the Engel comes with just a cigarette plug, but that's the adapter, because what actually you can do is you unscrew it lever it off, and you get these two pins and also this threaded section. So if you buy the Engel socket, plug in, screw it up, that's never coming out either. Right, let's plug these into 240, power them up, show you how they power up, then we'll head out, we'll plug them into the car and we'll see what their 12 volt current drawer is. Now operational wise is quite simple with the Engel. You've got the dial off, cool, gives you your refrigeration range, then as you come around here it's into freeze. So as you come around here, all the way down to -18. You can set your, here is your voltage cutout, low, high, off. Always have it on low for me personally. So you can run it in Celsius, or you can run it in Fahrenheit. Saw a Fuji compressor, Danfoss compressor in the National Lunar. Down here for the Engel, both your 240 and 12 24 volt plugs. On the National Lunar, they're on the end just here. You notice on the National Lunar, up here is your low voltage cutout, turbo mode, fridge temperature, freezer temperature. To set these is only a matter of holding down for 3 seconds, flashes, set your temperatures. So this is a fridge, stops flashing, it's set. It's a freezer. Stops flashing, it's set. One thing I have actually noticed as well is actually the National Lunar is quite a bit quieter. Just a slight hum from that, whereas a bit more of a hum and a vibration off the Engel. Now for the internals of this, obviously like I was saying, your baskets, you also get in this LED lighting, which you don't get in the Engel. These are those ginormous door seals. Look at the size of them. Look at how thick this wall insulation is. Also LED lighting on the other side. Now the locking mechanisms on these are top notch. Listen to this snap. That's a firm lock. That's a good seal. That's what you want in a fridge. You want it to be sealed. The Engel too, not bad. Just not quite as firm. Whether the National Lunar will then adjust up as I use it and become not quite so firm, we'll wait and see. But there is adjustment in these hinges on the back side. I was having a quick look through the manual before, where you can actually adjust the seals to get them tighter again if they do loosen up. Look how solid these hinges are on the National Lunar. So this here is the internals of the Engel. So this is the area here I was talking about. This is the freezer section. That cools down first and then is fan forced into the fridge. That's your door seals on the Engel as well. Hinges, what you can do also is you also get given a lift off hinge. So you can replace the hinge and you can actually take the lid off. What it also says here on the Engel, it actually says, note, this digital temperature reading is not an accurate indication of freezer air temperature and should be used as a reference only. So that there pretty well says that what the temperature is not quite right. So I never noticed that until the time come to actually upgrade. I took it out of the car. I'm like, okay, that explains a lot. Both fridges run the protection jacket, so I'll put the National Lunar one on in a second and see what that looks like. Now this is both units with their travel cases on. This point I think Engel will actually do a little bit better. The case wraps under and around all four sides and across the top. The National Lunar just slips over, so the bottom's open. It is just a single piece, even though it's a twin lid fridge. So you either have to take your cover off, then open each individual lid, or open them both together. So that part there the Engel does well. Still great covers. I recommend them to protect your fridge. You outlay a lot of money for them, so look after them. It's a bit of a no-brainer. Build quality, both solid, both amazing quality. I'd recommend both. We've still got the old man's 40 litre Engel, which is from 1983. Still cold as, not an issue there. Noisy, rattles its head off. Door seals don't seal that well, but hey, look how old it is. National Lunar haven't been around quite as long, but they were actually designed to carry medicine and to conform to World Health Organization specs. So that's the build quality of them sort of speaks for itself, being the stainless steel. Both have pockets on the end as well to fit your 240 volt lead or your 12 volt lead when you're not using it. I guess the next thing to do here, we'll take them outside, we'll plug them into the car, and we'll see what they draw at 12 volt. I've got the battery monitor in the car, so that'll give us an amperage reading. Let's do it. Engel current draw. So this is the National Lunar in turbo mode. Slowly ramping up. You can actually hear it. Let's turn it off turbo mode. Now that's off turbo mode, so that drops considerably, about an amp. One little thing as well I should probably mention. A little storage tip. when not in use, just grab a rag or grab a sponge or grab something, and just sit it in there just to keep that door ajar. Lets the fresh air in and stops that musty smell when you open it up after it hasn't been used for a while. So you'll thank me for that one later. Alright, why for me did I choose a National Lunar? Basically, after all these things we've been through, the thicker wall insulation, the cooling pads that actually go top to bottom, you've got the 2 compartments, the dual temperature controls down here, 3-year warranty, 12, 24 and 240 volt inputs. It's sort of a bit of a no-brainer. The reputation on these, you really struggle to find someone say a bad word about them. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Engel versus National Lunar. I think it's pretty safe to say it's a good thing.